Okay, here we go. I need you to help me understand 3 pillars of pro-Israel, of rationale for pro-Israelism. Give me one pillar of why people feel like they could support, that we could say that we have a right to this land and that people should support us. Indigenous population. Okay, we're the indigenous folks. Okay, that's a pretty relatively new, not everybody in this audience necessarily knows how to talk that way yet, but that's a very important one. The framing is we're people of the past. We're people that have been here, right? So one of the ways that I say that is, well, we have a Bible. The Bible has history in it, right? If I tried to quote the Bible, if I quoted the Bible 200 years ago at Harvard, how did I do there? Well, 200 years ago. You know why? Because they studied it in Hebrew. Go to Harvard today and talk about the Bible. They will roll their eyes. Okay? Recently I had a European group, and I go, well, for us the Bible is like for you. It was and there were Greeks amongst them. I'm like, for us the Bible is like for the Odyssey for you. They're like, the what? I'm like, you know Homer, Iliad, the Odyssey? Like, no. They don't know So kids today are not reading the classics. And they're certainly not reading the Bible. And I must say that maybe in this room we haven't all read through the Bible, right? So, right, all of us have a little bit of we haven't gotten through the classics yet. So, is the Bible sexy today? Can I sell the Bible to anybody? Huh? Yes or no? Right, not to the Christians. I'm talking about regular folks. No, it's dead. Did Ben Gurion believe in the Bible? Ben Gurion, David Ben Gurion. Yes, he did. Not in a theological sense. He didn't believe that God gave us the land, but you know what he did believe? This is our historical stories. So the Bible splits into 2. It's either our ancient history or our theological, godly given thing, okay? You don't have to buy into the theology, but the Bible is a valuable document. Today, the Bible is dead. It's dead. So a person like me can get up there. If I start quoting the Bible at Columbia Law, they will file right out of the room. Okay, so that's one leg that we used to lean on got kicked out from under us. Where did the Balfour Declaration come from? Lord Arthur Balfour was being read to the Bible every night by his mother. It's said that when World War I was happening, he knew the biblical places better than where the British Army was all over Europe and all kinds of. He knew the name Beersheba. He knew it. Acre. He knew those names. Those names meant something to him. All right. But the Bible, what gave us international legitimacy under Balfour is gone today, right? Give me another one. What's another legitimizer for the state of Israel? Homeland. Great. You guys are doing great. We're knocking it out one by one, which is, here's another word for that. Nationalism. Self-determination. Those used to be beautiful concepts. I said the word nationalism today at Columbia. They were like, oh, ethno-national state? You want an ethno-national state? I'm like, yeah, ethno-national state. That sounds like, no, it does not sound like Sweden. They don't know what Sweden is. You say ethno-national state, they think. You say ethno, they think Nazism. That's what they think. You say, no, I'm not talking about Nazism, no expansion. I'm talking about my ethnic people living on my ethnic land. They don't know from that. You can't sell to them easily nationalism. Okay, that's where American kids are today. They're not there with nationalism. So this humongous thing, which 100 years ago was absolutely key in establishing all these countries around the world, suddenly it's gone, national. What are you saying? You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I was speaking to J Street kids a few days ago about Hebron. I'm the token settler for many organizations on the left, okay? I actually try to get that role, okay? Let me be your token settler, I say, okay? So, and I get it. And it's fun, and I have a great time conversing with them. I started asking the kids, what do you know about Hebron? I said, I say Hebron, you say occupation. I'm like, what is the special site in Hebron? They did not know it. They did not know it. So I said to them, if you don't know that the tomb of the fathers and mothers is in Hebron, I could stick anything in your head. You have no defenses. Israel's a bad state. It stole somebody else's land. Yeah, why not? Okay, but maybe we didn't do a great job of passing on to them that Hebron is the tomb of the fathers and mothers. In school. Okay, whatever. You know what? We're not passing around blame right now. The bottom line is they don't know. Okay, there's the third one. There's another one, guys. There's another big one, which a lot of you folks felt in your life. There's one more big rationale. That's right. Exactly. The Holocaust. The Holocaust. The Holocaust was a really, 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 really bad event. And the Jewish people, it was shown that we've been persecuted for 2,000 years. It culminated in the Holocaust. And therefore, the Jewish people needed a refuge. Remember, the state of Israel's creation was already way before the Holocaust. I'm not even talking about Judaism. I'm talking about in modern state-building times. Remember, 1917 is way before the Holocaust. That's where Balfour starts, and then the 20s was San Remo, all that stuff, way before. But the Holocaust was like, whoa, the world has to accept our right to exist, right? And we also were like, we're going to fight. What about the Holocaust today? How does that sound today? People don't want to hear about it for a few reasons. One, maybe we overplayed it a little bit. Two, the kids don't really like the Holocaust because on the one hand we say the Holocaust, but on the other hand we say startup nation. So you're like a fancy, strong nation, so what are you selling me your little sad story, right? It's confusing for the mind. Moreover, today, in the ultra-liberal mindset, you have this mind. When I say liberal mindset, I'm talking about general swaths, okay? Just, we know what we're talking about, so don't get stuck on little words. That mindset is the person who's the victim is to the victim go the spoils, right? What was it? Plight makes right. And to the victim go the spoils, right? That's where we're at today. That was a professor from Bar Ilan, I forgot his name. He came up with that phrase. So I've now given you the major pillars of which Israel is There's one more actually I'll get to in a second, but those pillars have been knocked out. So you can understand why kids don't exactly understand how to answer the claims. Because every time they try to approach a claim, they say, well, there's the Bible, I don't want to say Bible, there's nationalism, oh, that's Nazism. I say Holocaust, you guys are perpetrating the Holocaust. We're the Holocaust makers now. So that is where the pillars have gone. Now, my friends, that is where the war is today.